to our Feel Good workout, which I go live every Friday since the beginning of the pandemic with my amazing 76-year-old mother-in-law who will be joining us shortly. This is streamed on YouTube. It's saved there for you to use, to catch up, to do multiple sessions, hopefully in the week, in line with some exercise snacking, which is all about short, bite-sized amounts of movement, as short as a minute count. Sprinkle them through the day to reduce the amount of time we are sitting, all discussed in my new book, The Feel Good Fix, which is available on all online retail outlets, Amazon and all bookstores. I hope you've got a copy. It's got QR codes straight to videos and lots of science behind everything I talk about and ways that we can reduce our risks of so many chronic illnesses like type 2 diabetes, to reducing risks of things like Alzheimer's, dementia, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. And let's start. So we go through our Feel Good Fitness prescription. I have an amazing Zoom community. So good morning to everyone on Zoom. If you'd like to join on Zoom, I send out details every week as a reminder, and you can sign up to my free newsletter on my website to join us live on Zoom, which I talk to all of you at the end. So my Feel Good Fitness prescription includes things around mental health as well. And it's really important that we start just by taking a moment, a mindful moment, as I call it, a box. We're going to do the box breathing, and it's a breath snack that is one that's from my book as well, but really, really effective for any time you are stressed, anytime you need to focus and sharpen, but also to relax. So let's close our eyes, and I want you to just tune into your breath. Just start taking lovely big breaths in through your nose. The benefits of nasal breathing are really huge scientifically, and if you can, breathe out through your nose and mouth, but try and breathe in through your nose and really expand your positive breath in, trying to really fill up the lungs, almost expand the belly so we get that lovely belly breath, and then exhale, letting it all out. Just release any negativity, tension on that lovely exhale. So I'm going to talk you through the box breath. You can imagine the shape of a box. We're going to breathe in as we go up one side to the count of 4. You're going to try and hold your breath for up to 4. You do what you can. Then we're going to exhale as we come down the other side of the box, and then hold our breath at the bottom for up to 4. So it's 4 each side. Do what you can. Let's breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Now keep your eyes closed. Just return to a normal breath. How do you feel? Just check in with yourself with your eyes closed. Give yourself a couple more seconds. Return to your normal breath. Just check in, and then warm up your hands. So give them a nice little rub. Just generate some heat, and then place some cupped hands over those closed eyes. And then slowly on your next inhale, just slowly open your eyes. Bring a lovely smile to your beautiful faces. And then on your exhale, you can release the hands away gently. And hopefully I can see some lovely smiles on Zoom. Give yourself a little sense check. It's such an easy exercise. There's lots of different breath snacks in my book. Do you feel better? On YouTube, communicate with me whenever you do this. Give me a thumbs up, write a little comment. On Zoom, thumbs up. How are we feeling? So I think we're ready to start. We're going to start from the top down. You can do them seated or standing. Until Mummy comes, I'll demonstrate both. We're going to just start with our lovely desk reset snack, which is again in my book. We're going to try and bring our shoulders up towards our ears, back an inch or two, and down the spine. I call it a desk reset. It's the shape of a desk. Let's do it again, bringing them up, back, and down. So hopefully your posture should be straighter, your back straighter. I want you to try and engage your stomach muscles. Work your pelvic floor. If hopefully you've been doing your pelvic floor snacks, also in my book, and a workout on YouTube all about it. But if you're used to doing them, try and engage your pelvic floor through some of the exercises. So really fix your posture. You can do this desk reset snack any time of the day when we're starting to curl up the spine with technology or sitting too long. We're going to maintain lovely posture through the workout. Big smiles. We're going to start circling the head. So just one way, easing out any tension. Mine feels pretty stiff. I've had a bit of jet lag and lots of broken sleep since I've been back a few days. And then let's take it round the other way. So we're just working to whatever feels good for you. This is your workout. If there's an exercise you can't do, replace it with something you can. You can do all of these seated or standing. How does the neck feel? We're going to bring it down to your chest now, your chin towards your chest. And then we're going to lengthen, bring it up towards the ceiling. So we're now working the front of our neck down and up, but you'll also feel it on the nape, the back of your neck. So bringing that chin down towards your chest. Inhale and exhale, keeping that breathing going, keeping your lovely posture, your shoulders back and down, the desk reset snack, and then changing directions, turning to the right and the left. So just easing out. We're spending a bit more time on the neck. I'm doing that for my own neck as well today. But these are simple things you can do on the sofa, at your desk, anytime sitting for too long, at a restaurant. Just start moving, keeping the joints nice and supple and relaxed. We're going to bring our shoulders up towards our ears, breathing in. Exhale, big shrug, releasing any tension. Lovely shoulder shrugs, seated or standing. Bring it up. Breathe in and breathe out. Really let go of your tension. Let's do two more as Mummy comes in. Pranam, Mummy, good morning. Breathe in and breathe out. How does that feel? You could do it with your arms up as well. So you could lengthen up, bring the shoulders up towards your ears and swoop down. Lovely. Let's try that one more. Do you prefer it with the arms? Breathing in, lengthening, and release. Brilliant work. We're going to do a little sunflower exercise. So this is a really nice one, also in my book, but it's a great one for our spine. You're going to hands on opposite elbows, seated or standing. You're going to just bring your body down, so chest towards your thighs, seated or standing, and then you're going to try and go up one side, growing like a beautiful sunflower, unraveling the spine, and then coming down the opposite way, relaxing into that forward fold if you do yoga, and then the other way, breathing up. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, coming round the side. Imagine a beautiful sunflower in the sunshine. Breathing in, lengthening, unraveling, and down. One more. How does this feel, Mummy? Good. Inhale and release. Brilliant work. We're going to do a few sides. So we're just going to stretch out the sides of our body. You could do this seated or standing. We're going to try and lengthen out. If you're standing or seated, maybe bringing one leg out, reaching over, other arm going down the thigh, maybe looking at that hand up there and relax. Other side. So reaching, I want you to feel it all the way down the body. How does that feel? Good. Can you give us a little wave on Zoom, everyone, or YouTube? That's it. Really good little wave. That's lovely. And down. Lovely to see so many of you live on YouTube or Zoom or wherever you do this workout. One more for the sides, which we neglect, but we're going to work different planes of movement. And this is a nice little mobility snack. If you just have a few minutes, you could play this bit of the workout. We're going to start with some banded exercises if you have a band, but don't worry if you don't. You could use a pair of old tights like I encouraged in the pandemic. Ideally something with a bit of stretch. Resistance bands are great. If you don't have one, you could even use a belt or a gown tie, or do it without and just mimic the same movements that we're doing. The famous shoulder floss prescription. So we've done our desk reset. We can keep doing that with our posture, our spine. Stomach muscles are working. You're going to try and do this every day in front of the mirror just to see how evenly or how difficult it is to bring your arms up and over. Ideally, you'll work towards getting them straight, but if you need to bend the arms, that's absolutely fine. Brilliant. I could see Ayushanti on Zoom hasn't got a band, but she's just mimicking it, bringing her arms back and round. Imagine you're really working the shoulder, ball and socket joint. So we're trying to get full range of movement in our ball and socket joint, and we're working our posture here. So when we're rounding our spine, this is a great one to do. Tell your children, grandchildren, keep a band at your sofa, at your desk. Try and do these through the day. If you're making it, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can hold tighter so there's more resistance. We've done about, 6 or 7. You might start feeling a little bit of a burning sensation, and that's the lactic acid just building up around the muscles. If you can't keep your arms straight, please just work to your range of movement. Even if you're here, I see people that are slightly lopsided doing this. We all have muscular imbalances. I just want you to work to your level. One more, breathing in and out. Relax there. Did you feel that? Yes. Good. Give it all a little shake. We're going to then open out. So banded cross body openers. So really nice stretch. Again, if you don't have the band, just opening out, stretching. Inhale as you return. If you can, breathe out. Keep your arms straight at this rest position. So it's a nice frontal raise, rather than just dropping them down, which is a bit easier. But see how you go. Breathe out, breathe in. Waking up the body, but we're starting to use our muscles to build up that resistance training, strength training, which is so key. And I hope you tell everyone you are doing feel-good workouts with a focus on strength training, building our muscle mass, which we start losing to the age of 30. And in my book, I talk all about how effective strength training is for people in their 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s. We've had doing strength training, and it's never too late to start. Keep going. One more and relax. We're going to do a little bit of our lats here. So we're going to try and keep the band up. You can maybe do this seated if you want. So we're going to bring our arms up. If you don't have a band, you could use some tin cans or some light weights here. Fix one arm straight by your ear. Relax shoulders, back straight. Other hand is going to come down the side. Elbow squeezes down the side and comes back up. We're going to work the same side, mummy. So we'll do 5 on each side. Try and keep that other arm nice and straight up to the sky. I want to show you that you're working here. Yep. So your lats. I'll show you from the back that I'm literally bringing that elbow down the side as if I'm between 2 panes of glass. So nice straight arms at the bottom. Mum alternating. You can alternate if that feels better. But I want you to imagine you're between 2 panes of glass and that elbow's coming down the side, but you're focusing here, yep. So it's our lats, it's back muscles. Let's do 1 or 2 more. Does it feel a bit difficult today? We haven't done this in a while, so just do what you can. Breathe out as you squeeze, inhale to release. 1 more, and release. Brilliant work. So we'll drop the band now, and we are gonna just warm up with a little bit of a low impact, higher intensity, bit of cardio. So we're gonna start marching on the spot. I want you to think about getting your steps in every day. It is summertime in the UK at the moment, but the weather's changed today. So if you don't feel like going out, you can get your steps in like Mummy's doing, just seated. If you're able to pick up the pace, obviously feel like you can, a light jog, even when you're seated. Let's move the arms so we start warming up the body. This is our cardio snack. So this is all about raising the heart rate to help reduce our risks of things like cardiovascular disease. We're working our respiratory system, our lungs. We're just getting a little bit of movement in, and these little snacks are so effective to try and build up to, like we are recommended, 30 minutes a day. But if you could try and even do a few minutes every hour, yeah, I say 3 minutes every half an hour in the book, that would be so amazing if you're watching TV, just to add it in. So relax there. We're going to now change the exercise, have a little breather. We're going to do some bar jumps. So we're going to do about 20 seconds, Mummy. So you're going to give yourselves a little clap each time. We're keeping it low impact. We're not jumping in this workout. But if you're able to, obviously do what you can. You can just make it faster to really build up that speed, that tempo. Raise the heart rate. I love the claps. You should be giving yourselves a big clap because you are all stars. Lovely synchronized star jumps, Mummy. Good. Keep going, everyone. Let's go for 10, 9. Count down with me. 8, 7. That counting is keeping our brains fit as well. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax there. How do we feel? Okay. Brilliant work. We're now going to move into some high knees. So this is where, if you're able to stand, you're going to start doing some balance work, but you're also going to focus on these lower abdominal muscles. So as you bring your knee up, I want you to give yourself a little high five, but I want you to think about tightening the core, your stomach, your abdominal muscles. Tighten means bringing that belly button in towards your spine, engaging your pelvic floor if you want. So Mummy, try and give yourself a little high five. So baby, put your hands by your knees. So you can bend your, just a little by your belly button, because yours was quite high. I want you to actually give yourself a little high five. That's it. So back's nice and straight. If you're standing, you're incorporating balance here, because you're starting to work on one leg. So obviously do what you can. You can go faster. Shall we pick up the pace or keep going for 10, 9, little high fives, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, well done, 2 and 1. Relax there. I'm working quite quickly, but I'm doing little short bursts. If you need more rest, please take it. If you don't, like some of you, you could keep always an active recovery and keep marching on the spot. We're getting warm here. Next one we're going to do with the high knees is we're going to try and bring in the arm. So we're going to do a little high rope pull. So you're going to try and imagine you're pulling on a rope at the same time. This requires a bit of coordination, a bit more balance if you're standing up, but pull on the rope. That's it. We could go faster, but we count down again. 10, 9, 8, good, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax there. We're getting warm. It is still 20-something degrees here in the UK, even though it looks very miserable outside. How are we all feeling? Last little bit of aerobic snack we're going to do is we're going to do a nice crossbody one. So we're going to reach across and in. So stepping out, even if you're seated, if you can, opposite, reaching across. So really stretching the side of the body. Now you can go a little bit faster if you want. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, good, 6, 5, re-reach, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely work. I can see some lovely couples like Vinu Uncle and Champu Auntie, Ayush Auntie, Lau Uncle. So make sure you're keeping a little distance from your couples when we're reaching across. So your active recovery could be any of those moves, or you rest while I talk you through. We're going to do a circuit of 10 different exercises that's going to cover pretty much the full body and lots of strength training. We're going to start nice and slow. So I'm going to talk you through. We're going to do our sit and stands as if you're able to stand. If you're not, we're going to warm up the legs anyway by doing leg extensions, which is just lifting one leg off the ground and really holding and squeezing. Mummy's doing a double leg lift. Have you been practicing those? They're quite hard to stay seated. How do you stay so straight? Wow, you're very straight, Mummy. Have you been practicing these? You're sitting quite far back. I was sitting quite forward, so I think you need to sit back if you're going to lift both legs. But that's a good option, new exercise, Mummy, good. Holding out. So if you can't stand, because we have care homes, people with disabilities, less mobile, or even if you're working from home, you're still activating the muscles by doing these leg extensions. That's level 1. Level 2 is with the support of your chair. All of us, we're going to have our knees just over our shoulder width. We're going to be able to see our toes as we come up. The knees stay back. Knees always go out in the same direction as your toes. They never come caving in. And we're going to use the chair just to go up an inch or two and down. Lovely. Exhaling up and inhaling down. Beautiful. And again, lovely. And down. This is level 3. Now, some of you know level 4 is the full sit and stand. I call it that because I want you to think every time you're sitting, you're going to just add in these little squats, these stands. So we're activating our glutes, squeezing them at the top. Back is nice and straight. Knees going out in line with toes. It looks easy, but I want you to do it so we're building strength. This is the biggest, most effective move for our lower body muscles and our core. Keep your stomachs tight. We're doing just body weight for this first circuit. Unless you are regular and you feel like adding in a rucksack or holding some light weights, squeeze up. I'm just going to show you from the side that my body stays upright. It doesn't come caving down towards my thighs. I stay nice and upright, knees stay out and back, and I squeeze up. So down and squeeze the glutes at the top. We've done about 10. Relax there or march it out. So that's exercise number 1. We're going to do this circuit again. We're just going nice and slow as we teach all the form. I want proper form and technique. We're then going to do press-ups. You can do them seated or you can do them standing. Mummy will start demonstrating the standing version against the wall. For anyone that wants to progress, you could do it against your kitchen counter, a tabletop, something a bit lower. She's got her hands at shoulder height. So Mummy can maybe, yeah, that's nice and wide. You can even start bringing them in a bit closer. If you can't stand, I'm showing you a seated option. We're trying to target our upper body muscles. So all of your muscles, I want you to focus on them. Pushing against your thigh or the wall, bending at the elbows, breathing out as you come back. If you're standing, I want you to have a lovely straight line from your head down to your heels. If you're seated, I'm still really focusing on trying to bend and push away so that we're working the muscles. Did you do 10? Yeah. Oh, well done. Amazing work. I'm going to show you one variation that I've seen which is, mummy, we could do a press up, and then as you stand, a straight leg kick back. So can you see that? So what I did was a press up, and then I balanced on one leg with my hands on the wall, and I brought the straight leg back, because that's working your glutes. It's just something to add in as a little extra. Maybe we'll do that on the second set. Third exercise is an easy, but it's a good one that we've got to do really well with form. So I'm going to show you it seated and standing. It's working these triceps. You're going to try and hold a weight, a little plastic bottle maybe, so mummy, or a little tin. I'm just going to make sure everyone is on mute on Zoom, just because we are live on YouTube as well. So a nice little light weight. You're going to carefully hold it. You're going to cup both hands around it, and you're going to bring it up and over your head. Now, I want you to think about your elbows. So here, this is typical. We're rounded spine. I want us to try and straighten the body up and bring the elbows close to your ears. So your forearms are by your ears. Lovely correction, everyone on Zoom. And then you're going to lift the weight up, squeezing, lengthening, and then back down. So it might feel really light. We're going to do 10, but I want to focus on keeping these elbows, rather than here, nice and straight and back, close together, and extending these triceps, yeah? So this is a tricep overhead extension. So mummy, I want you to try over time to bring your chin up, and your elbows need to go back. So they ideally, so do it without the weight. Let's take the weight away. I'm just going to correct mummy's form, because mummy at the moment is like this. Can you see, mummy? You're like this. So ideally, can you just bring your elbows, even just getting to this position is hard. That's better. And now straighten up. Good. And down. Does that feel better, yeah? So then you should start focusing on these muscles. I know you might have done 10. If you've done 10, just march it out while we're waiting. So I want you to practice that, but keep your chin up. And I want everyone's neck to stay neutral to spine. So not like this. You're trying to stay upright. Does that make sense? It's quite difficult, right? So we will do a good stretch. A good way to practice this, if you're finding this hard, is to even just get used to stretching. So from this position, rather than here, we want to try and bring that elbow back if you can. Difficult? Because it's here, right? It's working all of this. It's a bit of a difficult one. We're going to do a 10-second balance as part of this circuit. You can go for longer, and in my book, there's different targets for different age groups. So if you can't stand, I want you to just come into a nice leg extension here. I'm just going to pull up the page, which has got the 10-second balance snack in it, because this is the targets for different age groups. So if you haven't got my book, obviously please get a copy. It's on massive discount at the moment on Amazon. So 10 seconds balance is a great indicator. Researchers have found that people who failed a 10-second balance test of standing on one foot were nearly twice as likely to die in the next decade. Now, that's quite scary to hear, and I don't expect everyone to be able to do balance work, but if you're able to stand, because we have all ages on this, this is just a study. It just shows how important balance is. But even if you can't, you're going to try and build up to that. 10 seconds can be quite hard for everyone, even in midlife. That's when we're losing our balance. And so obviously little things like this, like balancing on one leg when you're brushing your teeth, where you've got the support of your sink, is what I recommend in the book, is a great way to just start adding these things into your daily routine. You know, when you're cooking and you're waiting for things around, like I do it when waiting in a line in a coffee shop, I'll balance on one leg. Nobody even notices. So we're going to do 10 seconds. Mummy, are you going to stand? And I want you all to have support. I will count down. If anyone's able to do a tree pose, maybe in yoga, and I will then talk you through quickly the different targets by age. I'm going to try and do a tree pose. Obviously, only have some support next to you. Only do this if you can. We're going to try and go, don't worry if you stop and start. Everybody's ready on Zoom, or a leg extension if you can't stand. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Careful. Well done. I didn't expect you to try that. Have you done that in a while? No. Well done.
Every day.
But do you do tree pose?
No.
No, so that's much harder. It was just an advanced challenge there, but well done for trying. Make sure you don't fall. The main thing to do is try and focus on your stomach muscles to keep your stability, and maybe focus on a point. There's lots of tips in the book as well on how we can try. So mummy, only if you're careful, otherwise just a simple balance holding onto the chair. You can then reduce it to fingers. Some of you have started. Other side if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Well done. I know some of you go longer and I won't usually point out, but Vinu uncle is, I think, in his 80s, I believe, and he is doing an amazing tree pose for much longer. Jump on, he's next to him. Different levels, doesn't matter what level you are, you can hold onto the chair as well. So while you're marching out or just having a little shake out, if you are age, it says 50 to 59 in my book, 41 seconds with your eyes open, 8 seconds with your eyes closed. Eyes closed is so much harder. You have to have support near you. I don't want anyone falling over. 60 to 69, 32 seconds with your eyes open, 4 seconds with your eyes closed. These are just guidelines and targets to aim for. We don't have to be there. Age 70 to 79. So that's mummy, that's your bracket. You could aim for 22 seconds with your eyes open, 3 seconds with your eyes closed. And age 80 plus, it says whatever you're able to manage, aim for 10 to 15 seconds with your eyes open. So these are little targets, and there's lots of ways that you can habit stack, do extra things, little snacks in the book. So I just wanted to read that out to give you a little guideline, mummy, on maybe what you can aim for. Let's march it out. Our next exercise in this circuit, and we're going to do the whole circuit again much quicker. I'm teaching you all slowly right now, is a shoulder press. So seated or standing, you can use some lovely tin cans, which are the perfect starting weight, some baked beans or whatever you've got, lentil cans, or if you've got dumbbells, obviously use them, but think about the weight you're using for perfect form. We're going to have our palms facing away from you at your ears, and we're going to then lift up, straight up, stomach muscles tight, back straight. Breathe in, come back by your ears. Don't drop all the way down to keep that tension. Squeeze up and down. Now, if your weights are light, go really slow and focus on that mind to muscle connection. Mine are quite light for me, but I'm going really slow and controlled. I'm on 4. Mummy, will you keep counting for us? We're going for 10, 5. Good. Now we're imagining being able to put things up on a shelf, pick up things ourselves as we age. Thinking about future-proofing our bodies, building muscle mass, getting strong. 8, good. Can you feel it? Nice and low and even. One side might feel a bit wobbly. Try and keep nice and symmetrical. And 10. Good. We did those nice and slow. Was that weight challenging? Did you feel the last few repetitions? If not, for your next circuit, I want you to get something safe, maybe a heavier bottle or a heavier weight if you can find something in the house. We're then going to do 10 natural raises. So we're going to work shoulders again. This is a lighter weight, so I dropped the weight on purpose. Baked bean tins are perfect for this because coming out to your sides is quite challenging. Do this seated or standing and down. Good. So you breathe out as come up. Are we ready? 10. Mummy, do you want baked beans or can you feel them without? Even body weight, you'll feel this one. If you need to, you can add a hold as a challenge. For some of you that are more advanced, at the top, add a hold. And really go nice and slow, up and down. Don't rush the down. So can we feel it? Counting for me, mummy. Good. Breathe out, back nice and straight, stomach muscles in. I'll show you from the side. We're coming out to the side. Good. Should be able to feel your shoulders really working now. So we've done 2 exercises back to back. Lovely. Good work. And 2. Great work. And last one. Squeezing up. Good. We're going to go straight into 10 more squats or sit and stands. This time you can hold on to the weights if you're using them. If you can't stand, you can hold out your weight and do your leg extension and do this instead, yeah? So you could actually move the weight out, leg extension. Otherwise, can we do a nice sit and stand, 10 repetitions at the end of this first circuit. We're adding a bit of weight now. The importance of strength training is to progress gradually over time, going a little bit heavier when you feel ready, but always maintaining perfect form and technique. Squeezing up and down, good. Stomach muscles in, squeeze up. Good, lovely. Can we go for 5 more? Beautiful. And 4, squeeze up. Lovely. Last 3, if anyone wants to, add a shoulder press in. So we're lifting the arms up into the air at the top. Good. Lovely. Keep your form. Knees out. 9. Can you feel this? My heart rate is going up as well. And 10. Give yourself a breather now. How's your heart rate? We're not running, we're not jumping, but we're still building lean muscle, but burning fat. And we should have quite a high heart rate at the moment with weights. Obviously, the heavier you go, the more challenging it becomes. We're going to do a last 10 seconds of boxing to end this circuit, and then we're going to have a little rest and do it all again a lot faster. You can punch out with weights. I'm going to try and hold on to these heavier weights. You can add on some steps, so you can go nice and slow or fast with your feet. Let's punch away all your worries. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. How are we feeling? Are we good? So we're going to move. Have a little breather. We circle out the arms. Just open out. Have a little stretch. Head circles, whatever you need to do. We're going to work from the top. You know the seated options are your leg extensions for the squats. The press-ups you can do seated. Or I want you to try and see if you can progress from the last set, if it was easy. So think about the weights that are you ready with all your bottles and tins, whatever you can use to challenge your body. So we're going to start with our 10 squats again. We're really working in, and squats are really scientifically amazing. So read the section on my book about squats, and that's why I try and incorporate them into every week's workout. Are we ready?
My physio showed me different type of squat.
Which is on the back of the chair?
Yeah.
Yes, so we have done that before.
So
shall we show? It is different. I will show you that again. We've done that on previous workouts. Mummy's talking, I'm going to move this chair, but please don't move your furniture. You can use this one, Mummy, because then we'll do it. So is it this one? Where you can, if you've got enough space, sitting down, and here, yeah? Up?
No, front.
Flat, here. So you're going to come down, yeah?
No, I'll show you.
Let's show me how you do it. Yeah, good. But you just want to keep your weight in your heels so that your knees aren't coming. Can you see Mummy's knees are coming over toes. So that's going to put pressure on your knees. Good. Keep them back. So that's where I don't show that version too often because I don't want your knees to come forward. That's much better. Do you see the difference? You're still trying to sit back on the imaginary chair, but it's a little bit harder and your feet were narrower. So your feet need to be a little bit wider. So you've got a good base of support. Good one to try if anyone wants to try that out. Is that better? Yes. Inhale, squeeze up. You can see mummy's not going very low. She's stopping about here. The beauty of our sit and stands is that you are actually going to go lower to touch down to the chair. So that way you're working your leg muscles and your glutes a little bit more. So both are good. Both are effective. Just choose one that suits you. Let's go straight into it. I'm going to grab a little heavier weight. A great idea to have a rucksack and increase your weights with your squats and sit and stands when you're ready. If you can't, leg extension, let's go a little bit faster. 10. Breathe out, but slow the movement down. Squeeze up, squeeze the glutes. Mummy, I need you to count with me.
8.
Lovely. I can see Karuna auntie has got new dumbbells. She's increased her weight since she's been using our workouts and joining every single week. Well done.
6.
Good work. 5. Squeeze. Good. And 4. Lovely work. If you're doing your leg extensions, keep going. Hold out for longer if you need to, or move the weight out. Good. And last one. And down. Brilliant. We're going fairly quickly. I'm going to give you a quicker circuit, but if you need rest, please take it into our press up. So again, if you're able to do them against the wall, but I want you to make sure you have a lovely straight line from your head down to your heels. Move your feet away to progress, or please go down to your table or countertop. So mummy's doing the little leg extension. So I want you to maybe target your leg. Add in a little straight leg extension by keeping the body straight. So it's just the leg kicking back. And you're working the glutes. Can you feel that? Good. Press up. And then as you come back, mummy, so do your full press up. Inhale, exhale, and then do the leg extension. So come back to your starting point and then do the leg extension. So maybe if it's making it difficult, don't do it. That's it. It's clear. Keep going. Seated or standing press-ups. Squeeze up. Lovely. Good. Good little trial with the leg extension. When you've done your 10, march it out or have a little breather. Relax. How many have you got left, mummy? Good. And 1. Good. So the only thing I would say is if you add them in, that's it. Come all the way back. So come back to your starting point. Do your press up with a straight back. Come back to here and then literally try and move the leg back without moving the body, yeah? So it's literally squeeze glutes at the back. We're going into tricep extension. Again, if this is difficult, maybe just do a nice tricep stretch. One side. If you can't do the full extension with the weight, I want you to practice just bringing these elbows from here back and trying to stretch out. But if you can do the extensions, we're going to do 10 tricep extensions. Good. Mummy's doing just body weight. Seated or standing, back straight, squeeze up. Breathe out, breathe in. Now lengthen the arms and focus on these muscles here, our bingo wings as people call them. I'm going to show you from the back. Squeeze up. Plastic bottle is a great idea, just something safe. Really focus. Can you feel that, mummy? Good. Keep going. 4 and 3 in your own time. Lovely. Aiming for 10, keeping those elbows close to your ears and arms back. Good. And relax. Well done. We've got a little balance test, so maybe we'll aim for 20 seconds, shall we? Are you sure? You don't have to do tree pose. You can just do a balance. Make sure you've got support. If you're holding on, maybe you release the finger. That can be your progress. So you're holding on a little bit less. Don't do 20 seconds if you can't. 10 seconds is perfectly good. If you're seating, a nice leg extension is also working your muscles. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, stop and start if you need to, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, careful, 6, oh, careful, mummy, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Be careful though, yeah? The last thing, the whole point of balance is to reduce our risks of falls, and that's a really serious conversation explained in my book about fractures, and once you fall, in terms of, depending on your age, it can be really difficult to recover. So please be careful. Did anyone manage to do that on Zoom? I can see Vinu Uncle, Taruna, nearly, yes. Did you do it? Yes. Amazing work. Well, I'll talk to you all at the end. And on YouTube, please add a comment. But 10 seconds is more than enough. And I've been practicing brushing my teeth a minute on each leg, which is why my balance has improved. Let's try the other side. Up to whatever you can. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. If you managed, one side could be easier than the other. I think some of you managed to do that. Well done, mummy. Much better on that side, right? So please don't worry about 10 seconds or targets, but I just hope today gave you a little bit of context. We're going straight into our shoulder presses, seated or standing. This time we're going to have palms facing our ears, so inwards. It's a little slight variation. And we're going to push up, breathe out, and then we're going to bring the elbows down and do a little bicep curl as an option. I'm just throwing this in. So you're coming up, press up, and then elbow glued in, release the arms all the way down, bicep curl in, and shoulder press. 2 moves, but if you don't like that, please just do the shoulder press, whatever works for you. I will give you a little counter. Mum, is that good? Squeezing up and press. Good work. How many have we done? 4. Good. Nice and slow and controlled. Strength training is all about focus. Mind over muscle. That means really targeting the muscles, thinking about neurons, sending them to the muscles that we're working. And there's science to show this mind-to-muscle connection really works. And this is our strength, our longevity, building muscle mass to keep us strong physically and mentally. Keep going to help reduce things like blood sugar spikes, so making your insulin sensitivity, increasing that, and we get more insulin resistant as we age. The more muscle you have, it just soaks up excess blood sugar. So it's really effective for things like type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis. The list goes on, all detailed in my book. Keep going. How many, mummy? Last one? I think that was the last one. Good, we'll leave it there. Well done. So now have a little shake out. We're going to do leg extensions or squats again, whichever type of squat you want to do. If you want, you can hold to your weights and even add the shoulder press at the top, or let's start just with 10 squats, really controlled, especially on the way down. You can even count 3, 2, 1 up, 3, 2, 1 down. Good. So really squeezing. Are you okay? Good. Lovely breathing, mummy. So she's breathing out as she comes up and down. Lovely work. Your legs should be feeling, and we've done a lot of squats today. If it's hard for you, please rest or do leg extensions. 7, good. We've got how many left? 4. Beautiful. Maybe on the last 3 you can lift into a shoulder press. 2. Good. Lovely work, everyone. And 1. Excellent. How are we feeling? You should be feeling a little bit more challenged this time. We've worked quite quickly. Lateral raises, so a lighter weight with arms out to the side. Tin cans are perfect. Desk reset snack, just like the beginning. Let's go for 10. Nice and slow. You can even add a hold at the top and slow it down. Good. 9. This is a really effective exercise. It looks easy, but you can go slow. You can add holds. Challenge yourself. Good work. Breathe out as you lift on the hard part. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathing is key. Arms nice and straight. Good. With 4. Beautiful work. And 3. Lovely. Last 2. And last 1. Excellent work. Wow, you guys, some of you are lifting pretty heavy weights, I can see on Zoom. I think we got even Jampu Auntie is in her beautiful sari or Indian outfit today. And are you lifting heavier weights, I can see? Oh, Jampu Auntie looks like she's lifting heavier weights today as well. So well done. Good progress, everyone. We're going to do our boxing. We haven't forgotten the last little finisher. 10 seconds before we go into our lovely stretch to finish. Let's see what you can do. Maybe add some weights in. Go a little bit faster. If not, let's go. Punch away all your worries, tension, anxiety, stress. 9. Count down. 8, 7, 6, 5. Box it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super work. How are you all feeling? Are you feeling good? Now, Mommy, this is the last. While you recover, just open up my book on any page. Just do a little. Oh, perfect. So Mommy has opened up on the desk stretch snack. So we're going to pick a few exercises. This is perfect, Mummy, for the stretching. All my snacks in the book are nice big writing, set out like a recipe. So you also have this QR code. Just put your camera on there and it takes you to videos of the exercises. So if you haven't got the book, just to show you how easy it is to use, we're actually going to do these stretches, some of these stretches now. So it says upper body and hamstring stretch. So clasp seated, your hands together above your head. So hands together above your head, facing outwards. So this is why it says like this. So we're really stretching out here with your palms facing outwards. It says push your arms up, stretching upwards, extend your legs forward, and then reach towards your toes and hold wherever feels comfortable. So let's do that one. Inhale and then exhale. You reach forward to those straight legs. You can place your hands down if you want. Aim for your toes, your shins, your knees, wherever feels comfortable. Let's hold and breathe. Taking some nice deep breaths to bring the heart rate back down to normal. Stretching out the backs of your legs. You can feel them nice and straight. Even your upper body, your back. Relaxing your head, neck and shoulders. 2 and 1. Roll up the spine. How did that feel? Good. Next one is chest stretch. Clasp your hands behind your back. We're going to put our hands behind our back. Elbows squeezing towards each other behind you. And push your chest outwards and raise your chin. So this is the one we usually do. We're going to have our hand back, elbows pointing back, really opening out your chest. This is a great one after press-ups. So can you feel that really open out? Breathing in, let's hold, try and hold your stretches. Even up to 30 seconds would be ideal, 5 or 6 deep breaths. This is really important to reduce risks of injuries, to reduce any soreness from new muscles that we may not have worked in a while, and release. So please don't skip the stretch. We're going to do an angel and upper back stretch. So on your chair, place your hands behind your head and open out your elbows and chest like an angel. So I'll show you this, and then place your hands on your desk or whatever's in front of you and lengthen your arms and spine and lower your head. So this one is great on a desk. We're going to try and mimic it here. So we're going to place our hands here behind our head. We're then going to open them out. So I'm trying to really open it into it's almost like a little back bend. And then imagine you have your desk in front of you. You're going to straighten out with your head coming in between your arms. So you're lengthening out your spine. You're holding here. Let's do that once more. So hands behind the head, opening out the elbow, releasing the hands into an almost little small back bend, opening out like an angel position, and then reaching forwards. Beautiful. This leads us to nice standing. We're going to open out the arms into our feel good hugs, which are also in my book. Opening out, breathing in, really arching the back. I want you to give yourselves a huge hug to yourself first, to congratulate yourself, but think about rounding the back like a seated or standing cat-cow from yoga, chin to chest. And we're controlling our breathing, some self-love, oxytocin, the hormone, but also a nice stretch. If you've got someone near you, please go and give them a hug. Otherwise, another feel-good hug from me and Mummy. Well done, Mummy, to all of you. Super, super work. We've done quite a bit today. Final stretch I'm going to add in is this tricep one, because this is quite difficult, and I see a lot of you are like this. So I want you to practice this one, even if this is this thing that you take home for homework, or maybe some balance targets, but you can try and just hold out and try and push this elbow as far back as it comfortably goes, lengthening the spine, holding, breathing, and relax. Good work. Other side, final stretch. Lovely, lovely work. So good to see everyone join on Zoom and YouTube. Please leave a comment. Please use all the saved workouts. They're there for you. Please share them with your loved ones. We're going to do our final feel-good finish, how we always end our workouts. We're going to take a nice seated or standing, big positive inhale, reach the arms up. Breathing in lots of positivity. Exhale, release any tension, anxiety, stress, all away. Mummy, could you do one in Gujarati? Because we have lots of workouts saved in Gujarati on YouTube as well. For anyone that it could help, please share those.
અંતરશ્વાસ લ્યો, બધા સુખ વિચારો લઈ જાઓ. બારે શ્વાસ કાઢો, બધા અશુભ વિચારો બારે કાઢો.
Thank you, lovely. One final big positive inhale, everyone. This time, capture all that positivity. Hands meet at the top. Bring it down to your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. I just want you to thank you. Showed up, you invested in your physical and mental health, so well done. Take a bow. Say something lovely to yourself, like say thank you or well done, Lavina, well done, Nisha. Yay, well done, everyone. I will see you all next week, Friday, 10 o'clock. But everything is saved on YouTube for you. Please get a copy of my book if you haven't already, or gift it. There's a lovely family that are giving out for Raksha Bandhan. It is a gift, I feel, for your health. So I really hope you enjoyed the book and the workouts. Keep moving. Well done, Mummy. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube. Please leave a comment, and please keep using the workouts. Oh, I'm Ashley, and I'm looking forward to this. Well done, Ashley, for joining on YouTube, and I will come and say